going on, folks? Off-road Trav here, real name Travis. Today we're going to be installing some off-road accessories for you. We got this 2025 Ranger XD 1500 from Polaris right here. I'm going to be starting off with this guy, installing a whole bunch of stuff. We got rock sliders, sun visors, a whole bunch of stuff for the bed. And we're just gonna start to put it all on and show you the install process. So anyone looking to do the same thing has got an idea how to do it. First accessory we got sun visors. Gonna take a look at what's in the box. Sun visors, instruction sheet from Polaris, a couple of brackets here, and some hardware. Little QR code here you can scan, take you to Polaris' website and give you some install instructions and get working on installing these. Alright, so first step with the sun visors, just going to be to remove this headliner here. Obviously we have a 4-seater. So with the 4-seater here, there's two sections to the headliner. There's this front part and this back part. Since we're installing the sun visors, just gonna need to remove the front part here. So it's gonna be these 4 along the back right here, and then these 2 on the front. And then you're gonna have to pull this as well, disconnect this light, and then I believe you're gonna have to pull this as well. We'll see once we get to that point. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull all these right here. They're just little push darts like this. I just have these little push pin pullers. Just get your kind of clipped around the end of it and just pull down. So we lost a little bit of footage yesterday, so obviously some visors are in now, but when you are pulling them out, this is a T25 right here. It's just these 2 bolts on either side. Pops out super easily. Then there's a small plug on the back side, which you can see when you get to the reinstall part of my video. Let this truck go by. But once this drops, you can just unplug that super easy. And then this right here is just these 2 front ones, which are T40s, and then there's 2 back ones here as well, which are T40s too. So just a little heads up on what each of these bolts are. And once you do pull both of these and pull all the push pins, this headliner will just drop right out, and you can pull it out and get to cutting your slits, which are on the underside of this headliner. And there's a diagram on the instruction page that you can scan with that QR code, but you just cut a slit for the bracket to come through, and I explain that a little bit later in the video as well when I install these brackets. So just a little information on how to get this all out, because we lost that footage yesterday. The next thing you're going to do, you're going to take these brackets right here. They supply a bunch of hardware. They actually supply these new push pins. So when you do reinstall the headliner, you have new push pins, which is good because pretty much destroy them when you take them out. So that's awesome. But you're going to take these brackets, and on the back side of these brackets right here, there's these 2 little holes, and you're going to put these little U-clips right on them, so that the little nipple right here is facing inside of the bracket. They'll kind of clip into place. That's a good way to know that they're in there. Like that. Alright, so we're going to take this bracket. We got our U-clips on here now. We're going to slide up. There's this little piece of the roll cage that comes down right here, and there's these 2 bolts right here. So you're going to take this bracket, you're going to put it on the inside. You're going to line those U-clips up. And then you got these supplied bolts that Polaris gives you with the sun visors. You're going to go ahead and just get those started going in right there. That's what's going to hold your bracket up. Once those are started, these are a 10 mil. I'll just take 10 mil right here, start to stick them down. There is a left and a right hand side bracket, so just make sure that you get that right. They are not universal. I always just do one side until I get it pretty snug. And go back and do the other side until I get it pretty snug. Just kind of snug each side down. Sweet. There you go. Now I'll go ahead and do the right side real quick. Alright, so got the right side bracket here. Like I said, they are right and left specific, so this is the right side, meaning when it goes up, this bracket's going to be on the right hand side, and then the other side, this spot right here would be on the bracket part, and then this would be open, just like this is. So, right side, this part of the bracket's on the right, left side, this part of the bracket's on the left. Again, you're just going to slide it up into place here. So this side's a little bit trickier. You do have this wire coming down. There is a little thing for this to clip into back here, but that does prevent. There we go. So there is, like I said, a little kind of push pin holder up here that holds this wire right here. So you do got to make sure that this tucks in behind that in order for that to line up. Kind of hear it clicking around back there. These two 10mm bolts. Get them started. Once this is in, you can kind of go back to that bracket and pop that wire back into it. Just like that. Again, kind of snug on both sides first is what I like to do. I'm going to crank them down until you feel some resistance. I think they have a torque spec of like 11 pounds, but you know, these are sun visors, just crank them till you feel good. So, alright, cool. And then we will work on getting the actual visors attached. Alright, now that we got the brackets back in, got this right one in, that left one in over there, gotta put the headliner back in. Make sure that you put this shielding back in. There's these little adhesives that don't really stick all that well. And then this guy goes on the top here. Again, you got your slits here that you've cut. On either side. Slide this in. Alright, so we got these brackets in. Just for anybody doing this in the future, they always tend to be towards the outside on the right side and the outside on the left side. So it's going to tell you to cut more kind of on this inside part. So I ended up having a little bit of extra space, not terrible. But if you want it to be exact, then I would say start from the outside on either side and cut 3 inches in, rather than the inside, which is what the diagram tells you to do. So just something to keep in mind. And then we got the headliner back in, all the push pins are back in right here. And then we're gonna install the light back in here real quick, plug that back in. We got these back in, these are two T40s. And then just tighten those up real quick. And then should be good to go. And then we're just gonna attach the sun visors, and we'll be good to rock and roll. All right, just popping this back in. Just push that back in until you hear it click. There you go. And then that light still works, perfect. Alright, everything back in, so now let's attach the sun visors real quick and take a look at them and should be good to go. Alright, so last step here, got your visor right here. This angled part right here is going to go to the outside of the Ranger, and then this black face with the screw head is going to be facing in towards you. So there's these two holes in the back right here. You can see, so they supply this hardware. They have 2 of them per visor. So basically this is going to go on you're gonna screw in from the back, and it's gonna go into here. So when you flip it around, it's gonna come in from the back and come into these holes right here. There are threads at the end of these holes, so just screws into that. Nothing happens with this. That's just kind of on there on the back. That's just what connects the two. So gonna go ahead and pop this up there. And then again, 10 mil head. Just gonna get it started. All right, back with a wrench here. So 10 mil wrench, can't quite get a socket in there very easily, so going the wrong way, obviously. Perfect. There you go. It's full, you can fold it down, fold it up. But visors are installed. Now I'll go to the other one. 10 mil bolt, come in from the back. There you go. All installed, go up, and go all the way down. So, good solid install. Please like, subscribe, and check back for more install videos coming soon. Thank you.